All right, we're gonna do this in one take only. So, welcome to my channel. Subscribe, like, comment, share, do all that. Um, if you're new here, hello, hey, this is Cruel World, and I'm new, still trying to get the gist of everything as usual. So today we're gonna be talking about my retail experience, my work experience in retail. Let's get started with this. So I started when I was about 20, I believe, either 19 or 20. And then that lasted for 10 years. 10 long years. And there's some people that's been in retail working for 20 plus years. They had been in there since they were in high school and continue on with that company. God bless them. Nah, 10 years was long enough for me. But anyway, so we're going to start off with how demanding it is. It's very demanding. It's a lot of hard work, especially if you work in a big corporation, i.e. Walmart, Target. Very demanding. So with that, with them being demanding, they schedule any type of way. You work all big holidays, of course, Christmas, Thanksgiving. You work. They're closed on Christmas, and they're closed on Thanksgiving. I think last year was probably the only year that they were not open on Thanksgiving at Target. But ever since I left, they've been open every Thanksgiving. Before I left, we were working on Thanksgiving. So let's just say I've missed 10 Thanksgivings with my family. And if I did get to eat with my family, I had to eat, and then I went to bed. And that was it. And I had to wake up, of course, 9 o'clock at night, 9 or 10 o'clock at night to get to work by 12. Or whatever. Disaster. I missed so many Christmas with my family. This past Christmas, we drove up to my hometown, and that was the first time in I don't know how many years I spent with my family for Christmas. So if you decide to go to these big corporation retail jobs, not corporation, that's the wrong word. If you decide to go to these big retailers like Walmart and Target and stuff like that, find something better. Period. Point blank. Find something better. Go to a call center. I don't like call center. I did that too. Not my favorite. But don't do retail, especially if you're in your late 20s, if you're in your 30s, if you just want to do it part-time, 1 or 2 days to make some extra money, do it, but do not stay longer than like 2-3 years, because they're gonna suck you in and treat you like crap. We're gonna get into that. So big companies don't care about you. No, don't care. Don't care if you're sick. Don't care if you're in the hospital. Don't care if you just demolished your car in an accident. They will call you the next day. Oh, can you come to work? Are you gonna come to work? These companies don't care about you. Next, rude and nasty management. So let's just say I've been through a lot of managers in my position that I was in at this company. I had a lot of managers. So let's just say you have your team lead. See, You have your team lead, you have your exec, and then you have the store manager. So I had 3 bosses, and then if they were all in the building, I had to do what all of them had to say. So, you might come in that day and y'all doing y'all little assignment or work or whatever, because I was in merchandising. So, we be doing our little stuff, and then you get one manager to come in. He'd be like, oh, y'all need to go run those buggies of go backs or whatever you want to call it. I forgot what they call it at that company. But y'all got to take those go backs and put them back on the shelf. And then if another person come in, oh, y'all need to go up to the register. And then if another person come in, oh, I got endcaps for y'all to do. It was too much. It was too much for what they was paying in these companies. They want you to do above and beyond and out of space for nothing. Next. So, like I said before, retail is basically for young kids. If you're in your teens, if you're in high school, retail is perfect for you because you get to interact with other maybe kids your age. Because I was there and I had managers that was in their 20s. I was late 20s and I had managers that was early 20s. No, I was in my 30s. Yeah, I was in my 30s working in retail, and I had managers that was 21, 22 years old trying to tell me what to do, had never been a manager of a big store, have never been a manager, period. And you want to tell me what to do. And I've been here 6+ years already. Baby, what are you about to tell me to do? Oh, okay. Girl, if you don't have a seat, a whole lot of seats. And then they never hired in-house as far as, if it was a management position that was open, they never hired people inside of the store. They always went outside of the store to find these old young kids and give them top dollar because they had a degree. Like I said, incompetent, stupid, inconsiderate people you want to make managers in these stores, don't know how to talk to people, don't know how to treat people, but y'all steady hiring these young kids because they got degrees. Okay, that's fine, they got degrees, that's wonderful, great, kudos, but they have no people skills. No people skills at all whatsoever. Holidays, like I said, were the worst. If you're gonna work in retail, just remember that holidays are, it's theirs. It's, that's their money that's what they say. Oh, this is our money making time of the year between Christmas. Well, between Halloween and Christmas, these are our money making year. Oh, okay, good. So you're gonna take people away from their family so y'all can make money. Oh, okay, great. The schedule. So they don't care about your life outside of the building. So they're gonna hire you if you're not in a specific role. They're gonna hire you. They're gonna schedule you however they want to schedule you. Point blank and period. As many times I had to go to my management and tell, look, I need time off. Period. And once you get to a certain year and you get closer to the big management people and the execs and stuff like that, it makes it a little bit easier because I want to say my last 3 years were a lot easier because I had been in that company for so long and I had, establish a lot of good relationships with the exec. I'm not going to say all management is bad. The older ones are a lot better than the young management, because the young management people come and go, honey. Come and go. Come and go. So you see a lot of 21, 22, 23-year-old management. They come in for about maybe a year, maybe 6 months. By Christmas, they out the door. Christmas is the top time of the year that managers quit. It's like everybody quits during Christmas. Everybody. Because they can't handle it. They can't. They realize they can't go out of town. They realize they can't go spend time with their family. So they get gone. But they want us to come in and work like dogs. Hard work, pay less. That's all I gotta say. Because you're working like a dog. I've gotten high blood pressure, scraped knees, cuts, bruises, bad knees, bad back, all from working in retail for 10 years. And on top of that, doing hair. They need to pay people more in retail. You have to deal with horrible management, horrible customers, hard work. Just pay these people. Just pay. But no, recently I went into one of the stores recently and I saw the sign and it said starting off at 15. Do you want to know how much I started off making? $7.25. This was back in 2004, 2005, I believe. Yes, because I was working 2 jobs at the time. 2004, I started. I was working 2 jobs. 2. Driving 45 minutes from my house to this job. I did that for 5 years. And then I transferred to a store closer to me. $7.25 just to get some money. How? And then when I started, I was one of the best. And then one of the managers thought he can talk to me any type of way. So I told him he can have his damn job. I don't need it. And proceeded to walk out. By the grace of God, I don't know who stopped me, but one of the store managers at that time, she stopped me in my tracks. She's like, where you going? I'm like, I'm going home because he think he can talk to me any type of way. Negative, baby cakes. Negative. She's like, oh, don't leave, stay. I got a position open. It'll be from, when was I working? 4 a.m. into 12:30 in the afternoon. And I was like, cool. She's like, you get a pay increase, which was nothing. I think that pay increase was like $1 and something. But I was like, cool, I like that manager. So I was like, cool, I'm gonna stay just for you. And she left, I want to say a year after that. So I started that position, which is the merchandising team, because I was on the sales floor at first, helping with customers, doing end caps, doing go backs, all that stuff. And then I moved over to the merchandising team. And from then on, that's what I did until I left. But pay these people. I think I end up making, when I was leaving, I made $13 an hour. And now they starting off at 15. You know how livid I am? But it's okay. There's something out there better for me. That's going to be another video because it's been a struggle trying to figure out what to do in my life. It has been a really big struggle. So, you know, I'm going through it, you know, trying to feel this out. And so I'm trying YouTube right now. You know, I'm late in the game. You know, as people been doing this, you know, 5 to 10 years they've been on YouTube. And that's great and all, but you know, better late than never. So I'm trying this out because I can't go back to retail and I can't go back to doing health. Nah. No, and no. Rude customers is another thing that you definitely have to deal with if you want to work in retail. It just comes to the territory. It really, you have to have the thickest skin in history of skin. Because, and this is a little wine from Aldi's. I don't know the name, I forgot the name, but it's very cheap. Cheers. It's so good. It's so good. You know, that just, it really comes with the territory. That's why I think people in retail should get paid more. And based on your performance, because I know everybody does not have the same worth ethics as everybody. So depending on your work, the way you work, you should get paid more, you know, because listen, it was a lot of folks that did not deserve what they got paid, child. They just did not deserve it whatsoever. And I hate to even say that, but it's just, it is what it is. Some of these managers and some of these employees, they don't deserve that $15, $16, $17 an hour, honey. They just be doing nothing. When I tell you, for my 13, I was working like a dog. And that last straw was that manager telling us that we wasn't doing a good job and we could have been doing better, and oh, y'all was talking too much. Like we some kindergartners. Baby, I'm older than you. I'm in my 30s. You are 20, he was 24. And I'm in my 30s. I can talk to whoever the hell I want to talk to. Ain't nobody in the store. We was setting up Christmas. Shut up. That was my last straw. And then my manager, because that was a store manager. My manager was like, oh, such and such was back here and he felt that y'all was talking too much and y'all should appreciate him. Just trying to do she put 20 on 10, baby. And she had the whole entire team emotional. I left out of the office, went straight on to the back, typed up my 2 weeks on the computer in the back, printed it, used their paper and their ink, printed it right on out, handed it to one of the managers. I said, well, y'all have a good one. Trying to get me to stay. No. What do I need to stay for? What do I need to stay for? No. Y'all don't appreciate people. Y'all talk nasty to people. Y'all do whatever y'all want to these folks in here, but y'all are not going to continue to do me any type of way and pay me $13 an hour. No, I'd rather be at home broke than sit here and deal with y'all foolishness for $13 an hour. Absolutely not. And then they want to give me a raise. They want to give me no extra money, but they wanted me to stay. Ha, please. No. Bye. Goodbye. And I'm glad I left. So that was my experience working in retail. It's just, you know, I would go into depth about the hiring process and all that. It's, you know, now you doing, I think, like 4 or 5 interviews. I think I did 1. And my manager that hired me, he said I was one of the best interviews he had ever had, and he had been working there like 2-3 years. And he was like, you one of the best interview people, you know, you very relatable, you very nice and professional. And he was like, you're hired. But now, that was back in 2004. Now, in 2021, they're doing 4 or 5 interviews just for retail job. 4 or 5 interviews. For what? That's all. I'm like, retail is not for me no more. Excuse me. Customer service. I'm so tired of people. I'm tired of people and they attitudes. I'm tired of exchanging energy with negative, nasty, horrible people that just think, oh, you work here, I can just talk to you any type of way. No. No, no, and no. No. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. I think I'm worth better than that. No. You coming in and destroying the whole store and say, oh, it's your job to clean it up. No, fool, it's not my job. I don't get paid enough. No. So that was my experience working in retail. Please excuse my chair, it's a little raggedy. So people, just, follow your dreams. If you have to do these retail jobs, if you have to do food service, if you have to do any type of customer service job, just do your best, but don't make it your long-term goal. Don't, if you want to be a manager, and then just leave and go to something bigger and better. Open your own business. Just do something better. Retail is just not the place to grow, or it's not the place. It's not the ending. Basically, it's a lot more things out here that I'm trying to find, because I need to find something. Because, yeah. Anyway, that was my experience working in retail. I hope you like my video. Please subscribe, comment, share, and hopefully I'll be back really soon. Another video coming soon. I'm trying to do as much as I can to get my algorithm. I'm trying to get put in the algorithm. I'm trying to get seen out there, because I want this to pop, because I want to talk to people. I want to communicate with people about everyday life, because I am a everyday regular person, boring, don't do nothing, but I do have stories to tell, and I do have experiences I want to share with people, so they don't feel like they're alone, because sometimes I feel alone, but that's fine. That's why I'm talking to a camera right now. I don't know who the hell I'm talking to, but anyway, like, subscribe, share. Thank you very much for watching. More videos to come.